Hola, ¿qué tal? Para esta lección vamos a hablar de nuevo del imperfecto y el pretérito. So again, this is my second video now about the preterite and the imperfect together. Um, my previous video, I talked a little bit about it. I'll remind you really quick again. The preterite is about completed actions in the past, things that people did. A lot of times there's a specified time frame for that. The imperfect, if you really think ongoing in the past, things that were habitual, things that weren't just like done and over with. It was like this was something that spanned a long period of time and there's no specified time frame for it. We'll think imperfect. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to, on the screen here, I'm going to give you a short little, I don't even know if I want to call it a story, just a short little story, I guess, just totally made up. And what I want you to do is not only decide should this verb be the preterite or the imperfect, but then also conjugate it as well. So here it is. When we're done, I'll go over with the whole thing with you, explain my answers for you so that you understand it. Go ahead and here it is on the screen. Go ahead and try it, and then pause it when it comes up because it's going to be really short. And then we'll come back and give you some answers. Okay, so starting off here, we have cuando yo blank niño. So when I was a kid. There's no really specified time frames, just saying when I was a kid, this is kind of an ongoing thing, so we're going to use the imperfect era. Cuando yo era niño, yo, and then vivir, saying when I was a kid, I lived with my family in Boston. There's no specified time frame again, it's just something that you did in the past. You living there was an ongoing thing, so we vivía, imperfect. Mi padre, my dad was an artist. Your dad being an artist, it wasn't like he was an artist this one day and then it's over with. It was he was an artist. It was his profession, obviously an ongoing thing. So mi padre era artista. Mi madre era policía for the same reasons. Y mis hermanos eran estúpidos. So again, my brothers were this way. So this is just it's a characteristic of them. It's an ongoing thing. Let's see. Nosotros siempre, we always, that word always, if you're talking about the past, implies something that was habitual, something that was done over and over again. So if you see that word, kind of like mientras, the word while, you're going to be using the imperfect. So we would always go to the park on the weekends. This is a habitual action. So you're going to do the imperfect, íbamos. Pero un día, algo terrible. But one day, something bad happened in the park. So that word, those words one day specify a time frame. So it's not an ongoing thing now. It's just this one day something bad happened. It's done, it's over with. It's not an ongoing thing. So you're going to use the preterite, ocurrió. So we start off this next paragraph kind of giving some, say like we're painting a picture of the day for you. Mi familia y yo. So we think to yourself, we walked in the park or we were walking in the park. I like to think of it as it's giving background information. So we were walking in the park. Imperfect. Caminábamos en el parque. We were looking at the birds. Mirábamos a los pájaros. So we're painting a picture right now of things that were going on in the park that day. Y escuchábamos a los otros niños jugar. We were listening to the other kids play. So again, imperfect. This was things that were happening that day. It's an ongoing thing. It's painting a picture for you of what was happening. There's that word mientras again. Mientras caminábamos. So the word while has to be the imperfect after it. Mientras caminábamos en el parque. I'm sorry. Mientras caminábamos cerca del lago, un disco le pegar a mi hermano en la cabeza. So a disc, like a frisbee, hit my brother in the head. So think to yourself, did the disc hit him in the head, or was it hitting him in the head? It just hit him. It happened. So I'd use the preterite, pegó, en la cabeza. And then we have to fall. So he fell in the water. And this has a reflexive verb in there. So if you haven't learned these yet, I'm sorry that I used this verb, but I wanted to use it. So he fell in the water. Was he falling in the water, or just did he fell? I would say he fell. So it's a completed action. It wasn't an ongoing thing. So we'll use the preterite. It would be se cayó. And this next sentence is saying I was scared. Now, typically feelings are something that's an ongoing thing. You wouldn't just say like I was scared and it's gone. It was I was feeling this way. This is how I was feeling at the time. Feelings are going to be ongoing. So we're going to use the imperfect tenía. Yo tenía miedo porque mi hermano. So I was scared because my brother didn't know how to swim. Him not knowing how to swim was an ongoing thing as well. It wasn't like he didn't know how to swim just this one day. It was an ongoing thing in the past. So it would be the imperfect sabía. Mi padre, my dad, jumped into the water. So again, he wasn't jumping into the water. He just did it. Completed action. Saltó. We'll use the preterite. He jumped into the water. He grabbed him. That's recoger. So again, he jumped in the water. He grabbed him. Preter again, recogió, and then he brought him to the shore. And then it'd be the preter again, trajo. All those are just like these one specific completed actions in this storyline. So it's going to be, those will all be preterite ones. Aunque nosotros, again, there's that feeling of fear. We were scared. So feelings we'll stick with imperfect. Teníamos miedo. My brother was well. Him being well is also kind of like a feeling, an ongoing thing. So we'll stick with the imperfect again. Estaba. Después de ese día, nosotros, so after this day, we continued to go to the park and enjoy the weather or the time, and play together. So that this specify, or it doesn't specify, but it kind of implies something that we continue to do over and over again, an ongoing thing that we continue to do it. So since it's an ongoing thing implied, we're going to use the imperfect, and that would be continuábamos, continuábamos. Okay, so hopefully this helped a little bit for you. Really think about something that was ongoing versus a completed specific action that's now done. I think that will help you out quite a bit. It's not always perfect, but it should help out some. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll get back to you.